Hello and welcome to Belle Speaks. I am your host, Belle. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to talk all about toxic cycles. Are you in relationships with anyone that has to do with toxic cycles? Are you addicted to it? Are you addicted to people and the toxicity they bring into your life? Are you addicted to relationships that's toxic? Well, we're going to talk about that today, but more than talking about relationships with other people, I want to focus on you and me. I want to focus on us as individuals relating to toxic behaviors and things that we do that is addictive but toxic to our own self. And I want to cover that today. We're going to leave other people out, and today we're going to focus on us. You know me, I'm all about self-development and the betterment of oneself. And so today we're going to look at ourselves. We're not going to look at other people. We're going to look, of course, at just us, because nothing is better than self-improvement. When you improve yourself, you improve everyone else around you. And so that's what I'm all about, and that's what this video is all about. Okay, so the topic for today is, are you addicted to toxic cycles with your own self? Now, before I go forward, you know the drill. I would like you to subscribe to my channel, and subscribing to my channel helps me out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys when you subscribe, but never ever forget to hit the bell, guys. When you hit the bell, what that does is every time I post a video, you will get an alert to tell you, hey, Belle Speaks just post a new video. So that way you could get an alert. You would know and be updated with all my latest videos. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram at Belle Speaks. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, this video is, like I said, it's about ourself. It's all about self-improvement relating to toxic cycles. Now, oftentimes we are our own worst enemy. Okay, and in this video, I'm just gonna go over 6 things that we need to break, 6 bad cycles that we need to break, and that way we could make ourselves better people. We could improve ourselves, improve the company we keep, improve the relationships we have. The very first toxic thing that we do is have an ungrateful spirit. Let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than a person who's ungrateful. From the time you open your eyes in the morning, you should be grateful to God for waking you up. You should be grateful for waking up anyway. You should be grateful to either just be alive. Like, if you have no job and not much to do, just be grateful. Be grateful for everything you have. Please don't adapt to complaining spirit and be that person who's always complaining. If that is you, you need to break that toxic cycle in your life. That is the worst thing. You know, you have to be grateful. You know, the Bible says you have to be grateful for the little things so God can make you ruler over many things. And whether that may be that you have a house and you could go outside and clean it up, or a car and you go keep it clean. You know, you have clothes, and instead of having a pile of dirty clothes, you wash it because you're grateful to have. Because always remember, there's somebody out there who do not have as much as you. There's somebody out there who have it worse than you. So it is imperative, it is so important that you are grateful for the little blessings that you have, or the big blessings that you have, or whatever it is that you have. Just be grateful. Don't always look for the negative. Try to have an optimistic spirit, but most importantly, have a grateful spirit. Gratitude will take you far in life. Just be grateful, guys. Okay, so that is my first tip. My second tip is negative assurances. Stop speaking negativity into your own life. Okay, I was guilty of that at one point in my life, where, you know, unconsciously I would say negative things, and those things manifest because what's in your heart come out your mouth, and whatever come out your mouth you manifest, and it becomes real. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the things that you speak into your life. Whatever it is that you want, you have to speak those things that are not as though they were. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be preachy, y'all, but I grew up in church. You know, the word is in me. It is what it is. So I'm just saying, like, you have to be very careful of the things that you say. You have to be very careful of the negative things that you speak, the things that you speak not only into your life, but into your family, especially your children's lives. Be very careful of the things that you say. Don't call your kids bad. Don't say, go sit your bad ass down. I'm sorry. You know, you say, oh, look at my baby. He's so good. You know, he's just learning how to behave. He's going to get it together eventually. You got to speak those things, man. Don't speak negativity into your life. Okay? When you stop complaining and you stop speaking negativity and you start speaking positivity and speak life into your situation, you would be amazed at how different, not only do you think, but how different your life starts to shape and how different things start moving in the direction that you want to actually, where you want to go. You know, if you want to, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you feel, whatever it is you want to accomplish, start speaking those things. Don't be negative. Don't be the Debbie Downer. Don't start saying, oh my God, I would never get a good job. I never feel like my bill's going to be paid. I'm always going to be in debt. I ain't never going to get a man. All men are dogs. I don't want nobody. No, you got to speak those things that are positive into your life. You got to say, you know what, all my bills is paid and I'm never broke. I may temporarily be out of cash, but I'm never broke. You know what I mean? You got to speak those things. You got to say, you know what, God gonna bless me with a good man. In the meantime, I'm just getting ready. You know, I'm just preparing myself. I'm just being a good wife to myself right now. Sometimes you got to do all those things. Sometimes you got to be that. So don't you ever sit there and be a Debbie Downer in your own life. Don't you ever sit there and speak against your blessings. You remember to be grateful. Remember to speak those things that are not as though they were. And now I'm going to move on to my third point, which is stop overextending yourself. Sometimes we extend ourselves so much and we don't take care of ourselves. Learn to say no to people. Stop making people drain you. Stop making people use you, because eventually you're going to feel like, if, oh my God, I'm so drained. I have no energy. I have nothing left to give. I am empty. I am burnt out. Don't allow people to burn you out. Remember to take time for yourself. Remember to care for you. You only have one you. If you're not good for you, how could you be good for somebody else? Okay? The number 4 toxic cycle that a lot of people are caught up in is looking for someone else for validation, to fill a void that you don't have. Now, for a lot of people, they may probably, their father died when they was young. Their mother probably wasn't there. You know, they have that void of a missing parent. They have a void of a child. They have a void of feeling loved or having attention and affection. Very careful of being too desperate for love, attention, affection, and acceptance. Be very, very careful when it comes to trying to be accepted and trying to be loved and all those things by somebody else. You have to learn how to love yourself. Take time and practice loving yourself. Do things lovingly for yourself. It's very simple. The third is that you want someone else to do for you, whatever your expectations are of someone else giving to you, learn to do that for yourself. And over time, you would notice that there are things that you could actually give yourself that other people could give you too, but it feels better when you give it to yourself. Okay, so don't settle for anything because you want acceptance or you want to fill a void in your life. Don't settle. Don't sleep around to feel loved, because when you're done with your one night stand, you're going to wake up feeling worse than you did before you laid in that bed. So be very careful. Don't be desperate for love and just have a relationship with anybody, and then next thing you know, you're in a domestic violence situation. Don't just be happy for love and acceptance with friends, and next thing you know, your life is upside down because you have the wrong company. So again, be very careful of what you do for acceptance and to fill a void in your life. Learn to love yourself. Practice loving you, because before anybody else could love you and before you could feel loved by anyone else, you have to learn how to love yourself. Being one with yourself simply means or you could be single. Single just mean one, right? So being one with yourself. You might still be in a marriage or whatever. It doesn't even matter if you're with somebody or not. But you have to still be one with yourself. I mean, nothing is missing and nothing is broken. You are a full person. The 5th cycle that we need to be breaking is taking care of our health. Okay, a lot of us are caught up in this cycle, honey. We are caught up in not taking care of ourselves. Drinking, knowing good and well that you drink too much and alcohol is bad for you. Smoking, knowing good and well it's going to kill you. eating junk food, not exercising, not doing the right things for your body, not taking care of your mental health. Those are things that's very important into breaking toxic cycles, because if you're eating junk food, you smoking, drinking, and you just abusing your body, you have bad anxiety because you don't sleep, you don't exercise, your whole health is deteriorating. Why? Because you're just not taking care of yourself. You have to take care of you. God gave you a body, you have to take care of it. You have to take care of what you put in it and how you treat it. Just like everything else that you have to be grateful for that too. So be very careful with how you treat your health. Take care of yourself, go to the doctor, get checkups, make sure you are okay. Okay, and don't forget your mental health, y'all know how I feel about mental health, especially at this time right now that we living in. Be very mindful to take care of you and do not allow your health to deteriorate. That is the worst thing you could do right now. Last and final thing we're going to cover today is living in your past. That is one of the worst cycles that's toxic anybody could take part of. Let me tell you something. If you are living in your past, if something happened to you as a kid, if something happened to you and you just can't move on, I will be the first person to tell you, get therapy, seek help, talk to somebody, journal, talk to somebody. When you speak things out, you release it. And you have to learn how to let things go. You have to accept what happened, you have to forgive what happened, and then you have to move past it. And then use your experience to help somebody else. That is the whole point. Everything in life we learn, we must learn a lesson. You have to learn a lesson from what you do. Okay, you have to learn a lesson from your experiences. And then the purpose of learning the lesson is to help somebody else. So again, I'm gonna wrap this video. All right, I thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, don't forget to leave comments, guys. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you think. Leave me your feedback. I'm always here for it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. And until next time, be good, and I would see you later.